I feel like I try being as authentic when it comes to endorsing something. Unless it's, for example, if it's a brand that's about skincare and my skin is not like suited for that particular product, then I may not use it on the regular. But yeah, I mean, I try my best to not endorse something that I don't believe in. And there are a lot of categories of products that I categorically deny endorsing.
Like,
what are those
as a creator?
Poker.
We also have a
Poker, alcohol,
No gambling,
tobacco.
betting.
Yeah. Alcohol. I don't think I'm somebody who...
It's like, I'm also involved in this with my parents. So it's like they know what's my audience. Even their friend groups know everything about me. So they also, look into this, that I don't, promote something which, even, everybody knows that my audience involves a very big part of, kids. So, so I can't just promote something which, the kids would use and then their families would turn up on me and everything. But even I'm a kid right now.
What have you turned down, based
like
on...
many betting apps, many of them.
So okay, so it's a lot of interest.
And then,
from
a very interesting fact about that is that they pay double money.
Yeah, they pay a lot.
They pay a lot.
They pay a lot.
Double, triple money to promote that product, and like we just keep those,
But like even if you have to have certain rules for yourself, because otherwise, like, I mean, how much sellout is too much sellout? Everybody is a sellout at a certain level, but I think authenticity also matters how you declare your advertisements, like when you're doing a paid promotion. And I think it's okay to, obviously they're going to pay you to endorse their product. You have to be excited in the video. You're being signed up for a job.
Absolutely.
Like when actors do ads, they also are, because that's the whole point of an ad. You are selling the product to the audience, and you will do what it takes to sell that product.
IPL breaks.
Yeah, how you can be authentic is to not take up things you don't believe in, say no to products that you think you shouldn't be endorsing, and third, declare when you're being paid to say something.
And we are content creators, we are not actors. So like we need to get involved more. Because like actors just act in that, and we are like scripting that video also, and we have that in mind.
I feel like, our audience or creators or content creators are who they are because of their authenticity and maybe reflecting society through their content. So that sense of social responsibility, along with, I forgot the word that I was thinking of, social responsibility, along with just being a little more honest and authentic with your audience about what you're endorsing and what you're doing, I think does help. Because if you endorse something, they buy it, turns out to be...
it's a hit of your credibility.
And they are very quick to point it out. The interactiveness of you being a creator and your audience having access to you.
They'll just DM me, this moisturizer didn't work for me.
Seriously.
Also,
product reviews come to you.
While being a creator, there is always an image in the audience's mind, Like there are some creators who can promote anything and people won't mind it. But sometimes like creators like me who have my family involved and very family vibe,
there
like
will
Rajvardhan
be
Productions
rejection
vibe.
from your followers.
So I can't promote the products which are easily seen to be, I mean, I should stay away from it.
And this sort of filtering that comes, it of course comes from your personal values and spaces also. Alcohol, of course, we know they have, we have strict laws on mass media advertising here, so therefore they have, So my question was, when it comes to categories, for instance, you all mentioned, you'll get a lot of offers from betting companies and gambling companies, and we know how that industry is, just blowing up right now. Similarly, when it comes to alcobev categories, there's a lot of restrictions. Therefore, they come through, different routes. Digital marketing is one. But when it comes to your own personal filters, how much of this is? You mentioned social responsibility, for instance, and Ankush, you mentioned betting first. Is that due to, of course, a lot of the legislation we have in the country as well? Or is this just something that you set for yourself? No, I'm not gonna do this.
I mean, it should ideally be both. In my case, it comes from, that answer came from a very personal thing that like, I don't think I would want to associate with like any sort of gambling, betting, poker, because I also don't do it in my real life, and it's definitely not something I would like to promote to my audience. So I think for me, it comes from personal opinion.
Okay, okay. Same for you, Shibani?
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
Personal spaces,
yeah.
you know, alcobev or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if the legislate, like if that's the issue and if you're still doing it, then that's just stupid. Then that's just stupid. Usme to matlab, then you shouldn't be doing it, right? So, but yeah, it's mostly just...
I feel like the social evil aspect of it sort of makes me not want
And
to.
I think everybody takes those calls on a personal level, but it also depends on which stage you're at. Like, for example, if this is your primary profession, who's to say people are not going to do it when they're really in the need of money, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm also saying this when I'm at a stage where I know that most of my business will come from beauty or like comedy, where I can afford to say no to whatever I want to
You
say.
have that brand, you've established your brand in that space.
Yeah, because initially in my career, I have taken up brands I didn't believe in because I had to pay bills.
Yeah, same. And
I have seen one thing, like in initial stages of your, you know, content creation journey, these apps come like they, you know, contact you the most, like in initial stages. And if you reject them, then the actual brands come. If you once, you know, get caught up in these things, na, the actual brands won't ever contact you. It's like they just think like, no, he promotes betting and we can't, you know, associate with him because he is associated with betting. So it's a very
Again, you know, the maturity on the marketer side as well. What sort of generally, what kind of you know, brands approach you, Raj?
I have been approached by like n number of categories. Like I have promoted phones also, Samsung. Like recently, I just did Alpenliebe.
Okay.
And I mean, countless of brands like Airtel. Like all of these are, you know, different categories. So I have been associated with many of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and also like I think my videos are literally like there is no abuse in those, and you like a lot of parents meet me and then they are like, "Ki, whenever my kid is watching your videos, I'm like I don't need to say no to him or like I don't need to, you know, check if he's watching something bad or not."
Snatch the device away.
Yeah, so I think that also matters to the brand, that, you know, my brand shouldn't be associated with someone who has a, you know, a specific kind of what should we say, a specific kind of image in front of his audience. Like my image is clean, cute sa, pyara sa bachcha, so theek hai, they don't have anything.